Welcome back to the ACB Wrestling Talk channel, your main source for wrestling news and wrestling discussions. I'm, of course, your host, Alexis Carrillo, and let's get into some wrestling talk. The National Wrestling Alliance made history tonight as they debuted their new studio show titled Powerrr, emanating from Atlanta, Georgia, at 3:05 Eastern Time, 6:05 Eastern Time, 3:05 Pacific Standard Time. And honestly, I've got to say, first and foremost, it is such a great time to be a professional wrestling fan, because now more than ever we have more mainstream options, at least for professional wrestling fans to choose from. We've got Raw on Mondays. We're going to get Impact on Tuesdays, along with Powerrr now on the YouTube channel, NXT and Dynamite on Wednesdays. Thursdays is still free. You got a lot of competition with the NBA and NFL games sometimes, so you kind of understand why it's a little bit open. And then you got the Friday nights SmackDown, and Saturday nights you got New Japan Pro Wrestling. So make your pick, but we're talking about Powerrr this time, and I gotta say, I enjoyed the old school feel to the show. Simply put, I enjoyed the graphics. I enjoyed the fact that they aren't trying to communicate to the audience something that they are not. Okay, they don't have the means to build a big stage. They don't have the means to put up pyro. They don't have the means, or they don't intend on producing or post-producing their superstars to the bone in terms of creating an entrance and getting in that ring and that kind of stuff. It's a simple studio show to the point. And tonight on Powerrr, we saw some familiar faces, some unfamiliar faces, at least for me. But that's the point. You know, you watch these wrestling shows not only for the talent you do know, but also to discover new talent. And that's exactly what we did. We saw, James Storm. You recognize James Storm, recognize Nick Aldis, Joe Cephas, Tim Storm. In backstage vignettes, we were able to see they have Melina, they have Allison Kay, they have Ken Anderson, they have Crimson, amongst many more. So big things coming for NWA fans out there. And honestly, ever since Billy Corgan bought the company, I've been a big fan, because even before AEW was born, they were pretty much putting an emphasis on creating mini documentary style videos on the YouTube channel. Those kind of videos are the ones that I enjoyed, and now they get to bring it to a whole new audience with the NWA Powerrr Hour, which again, it was a good show, entertaining. I'm not gonna lie, some of the stars I didn't recognize, so it was hard for me to get into it. Eventually, once I get more episodes in and they bring out the stars more, then I'll get more familiar with the product. But this is about being a professional wrestling fan. This is about being a professional wrestling pundit, and you gotta take advantage of every single opportunity you get to support professional wrestling. And honestly, all I can say is I'm gonna tune in next Tuesday night, for Powerrr, because they've got my interest. I want to see what they got to do, because over the past 2 years that Billy Corgan has owned the company, they've grown so much. They've produced pay-per-views, they've got a roster now, they've got a show that they produce every single week. Again, NWA is growing. And finally, just 2 more points. Eli Drake, such a star, such a main event caliber talent. I'm truly hoping they don't drop the ball with Eli Drake. I'm truly hoping that they are smart enough to recognize his talent in that ring, and especially on that mic and with the crowd, and realize that, hey, if Nick Aldis is going to be your babyface world champion, if he's going to be the face of the company, why not have Eli Drake be that heel, that bad guy, that antagonist that every single good guy needs? And you could create an epic rivalry, one that can put the NWA on the map. And the fact that we've got Tim Storm and Nick Aldis in the main event of the first studio show called Powerrr, that's poetic justice, because those 2 men are the ones who started off for NWA with the 10 Pounds of Gold series. So kudos to them. Props to every single guy who worked on Powerrr, because they truly put on one hell of a show. I'll be tuning in next week. So what do you think? Did you tune in tonight? Or are you going to tune in next week? What do you think about the overall feel, the graphics, the music? I definitely felt like an 80s show in 2019. And I don't know about you, but that's pretty damn good, because it didn't feel cringeworthy. It actually felt like good nostalgia. So obviously, just leave your thoughts and comments on the comment section below. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you dislike this video, hit the dislike button. That's it for me. Till next time.